Dallas on the sweep. Turns it up.
Hey coaches, here's the next episode of our stay-at-home football. This episode we're going to talk about a jet sweep series, okay, out of 11 personnel. And we're going to go through 3 plays here. We're going to go through jet sweep, Q power, and Q counter. First play, we're going to start off with jet sweep, okay? 11 personnel means there's 1 running back. We consider our H a running back, okay? That for a lot of people, this may look like 3 by 1, okay? But we consider our H a running back. So 11 personnel is 1 running back, 1 tight end, and then you'll have 3 receivers. Okay, the X, the slot, and then our Z here. Okay, this is a great formation if your quarterback's mobile. Okay, if you don't have a mobile quarterback, you could really just bring in another running back, and technically it won't be 11 personnel, but you could bring in a running back and run these plays as well. And then there's also a lot of different combinations that you could run out of this formation. You could implement some quick game here, so maybe some now screens or bubbles. You could implement some read game as well. But as I said, we're just gonna go through our 11 personnel with jet sweep, Q counter, and Q power. All right, so first play, jet sweep. Okay, our slot's gonna stalk. Okay, let me change this to a T. Okay, and our X, we'll start off with this. Okay, front side here. They're gonna stalk block. Okay, now if you're getting press man, say these kids are pressing, okay, with inside leverage, you could have these kids just outside release and run off. Okay, if you're getting press man, just run them off. You don't really even have to block them, because the one downfall with this play is it is hard to block these guys in space. You really have to invest practice time into stalk blocking. Just make sure this is working here. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you have to invest the time into stalk blocking. It's not easy. These kids are going to be good athletes, right? So it's going to be hard to block good athletes in space. So, we will go through other different blocking options I like out of this, but you could have them stalk block. I guess the base rules here, we'll have them stalk. If they're playing press man, we'll just have them outside release, so these kids turn their back to the play and then just run them off. Then, most youth football teams, they're playing some sort of man coverage, right? So if it's press man, just have them outside release and run off. If they're playing more of an off man, okay, make sure these receivers drive their route upfield, okay? You can't show that you're stalk blocking right away, because then they're going to come up for run. So if you're getting off man coverage, okay, really release like it's a pass pattern. Drive your route up the field, forces the defender to back off, and then as soon as you get within 2 yards or so, you get under control, and then you just stay in front of them, stalk block them. Okay, so we'll stalk block with these 2 kids, okay? Our H, he's going to hook. Okay, he's going to hook the first defender, okay, outside the right tackle. So he's going to hook this defensive end. Most of the time, it will be a defensive end, okay? Most of the time, they'll move this outside linebacker out, and a lot of times this DN may be on the outside shoulder. I have it drawn up against a 4-4 here. But if it's a 5-3 or even a 6-2, he's going to be on the outside shoulder. So if that's the case, you have to take a nice reach step and really work the seal. Okay, kid's got to be an athlete on this block. Okay, but at a 4-4, he's going to hook this kid, work 2, and then maintain outside leverage. These guys are going to step, play side, and cut off. Our base blocking rules for a lot of our stuff is inside over free. And on our jet sweeps, we just, he's going to base the backside. We're just going to backside defensive tackle here. Oops, sorry. But, we just block our jet sweep and inside over free, even though a lot of teams will have, on jet sweep, they'll have their player step, play side, and cut off. Okay, but we stick to inside over free. It's less we have to teach. Okay, so another thing here, the jet motion timing does vary. It depends on this player's age, his speed, how far out you have him split. Okay, for us, it's usually he's about at the tackle. Okay, when that ball snapped, that'll give time for the snap to get back to the quarterback and to the quarterback to securely catch it. And then usually when our player is about here, okay, right at the offensive tackle, even with him, that's when our ideal timing is. And then again, timing has to be worked out between you and your players, okay? But I think a good starting point is to have the ball snapped when he's over this tackle here. And you have to work snaps, okay? If you're going to be in the gun, make sure you're doing practicing snaps before, during, and after practice. Okay, you can't just practice a little bit and expect good snaps. This snap needs to be boom, snap right back to the quarterback. Okay, so quarterback's gonna catch a snap. He's gonna hand on the jet sweep, and he's gonna fake like he's running QB counter. Okay, there's no ride fake here. He's gonna catch it and then put the ball right into the pouch of the Z here. Okay. So the Z's coming in. This is full speed jet motion, okay? This isn't half-hearted or half speed here, okay? This is full speed jet motion, okay? We really want to stretch the defense horizontally. So he's going to get the ball. He's going to continue outside. And now he kind of has two ways he can go here. If this kid really comes up and beats our slot through the outside shoulder, he may be forced to cut this in, okay? And if he does a good job stalk blocking him, or he tries to come under the block here, then we continue it outside. Okay? So quarterback has to pretty much read off this slot's block. Okay? So that's that. Now, you could definitely pull the play side guard on this. Okay? I just drew it in case you don't like the pull. You could definitely pull the play side guard here. You could definitely pull the play side guard. Okay, there's a couple things you can do here. You could have him pull and lead, okay? You could have him stalk blocker, run off if he's getting press man. Have him stalk, and then he's eyeing this will backer here, because this is a really hard reach block, okay? Well, not reach, but a real hard cutoff block for our right tackle here. This kid's probably going to be flying out of here, okay? And that's another coaching point I forgot to tell you. If this right tackle is eyeing this kid. If there's no one in his inside gap or no one over, he's getting right onto linebacker. That's where inside over free blocking rules come into play. Okay, so if he's got no one inside, no one over, he's getting free. So he's eyeing this kid. If this kid beats him outside, he cannot chase him. He's just going to continue on to the next linebacker. Very important coaching point. If the guy beats you outside or you can't get your guy, don't stand there and do nothing, or don't chase the guy that beat you. Just work on to someone else. Okay, so he's going to pull. He's going to look inside to out, okay? He's going to block this first. Like I said, most of the time, this is a tough block for this right tackle. So this right guard would pull, and he's going to block this outside backer. Now, another thing, too, if you're pulling him, you need to replace him, okay? So he'll block down and he'll replace the guard, okay? So you got to keep that in mind as well. Another thing you can do, okay, is you can have this slot block down on the outside linebacker, okay? Most leagues don't allow crack blocking, where you pretty much deplete this kid, okay? So you could still run a down block, okay? Block down on him, crack block, whatever you want to call it, but just have him break down, and then when he turns, that's when you just block him. It's kind of walling him off, like it's like a pick in basketball. You're not hitting defensive player. You just want to really just kind of, just wall off the outside, really wall them inside. Okay, so you could do that, and then the guard's going to pull, and then he is going to block the defender that was covering the slot. Okay, if they're playing man, typically this kid will come down and then realize, hey, it's sweep, so I'm going to come back out, so then the guard would have to block him. Okay, so that's another way to run the jet sweep. Just gave you two different ways you could run it. This is the way I like it, pulling in front, the play side guard, okay? If the timing's good, these guys really should not impact the play at all. Okay, big block is here, and pretty much here. And that's what's great about jet sweep, guys, is you don't really got to block three defenders. We get these three blocked, okay, we pretty much got a big play. And you know what? To defend jet sweep, you have to commit to it. And then that opens up these plays that I'm going to show you now, which are Q counter and then Q. Well, I got a Q power, I believe. All right, we'll do next. Yeah, Q power, and then I'll show you Q counter. All right, but Q power, okay. A lot of times after you run jet sweep, okay, this end's going to widen. This kid's going to fly out. These kids are going to come up, and that's when you really want to hit it inside. But real quick, as I said, the jet motion, as I said in the previous play, jet motion timing does not change, okay? When he's about over the tackle, okay, that's when the ball is snapped. And then instead of getting a handoff, he's going to continue a great fake out. Okay, a great fake here is absolutely critical. This is full speed motion. He's going to fake like he has jet sweep, and he's going to run like he has the football. Okay, we're going to stalk or run off here if they're playing press man. Oops, sorry. If they're going to play press man, okay, we're going to stalk. Okay, if they're playing, change this. If they're playing press man, we outside release and run off. Okay, now after you got the defensive jet sweep, this kid is going to influence. It's going to influence him to widen. I guarantee you. You know, we do a lot of jet stuff and been doing it for years. It's pretty much how it works out 98% of the time. You know, this kid's going to be influenced to widen on because it's showing jet sweep action. Okay, so our H now, instead of hooking, okay, he's going to kick this kid out. Now, it's important, too, you can have your H cheat his split in and out, okay? We have him cheat in an extra foot and up a little bit, so that gives him a much better kick out, okay? And if this kid, here's another rule, too. Let me draw up the base rule, okay? We're going to gut this kid out. If this kid, okay, we tell our H that if this kid is sitting, he's kind of just sitting flat or he's squeezing, okay, he's squeezing this down block, you can have him just log him, okay? If he comes straight up at the feet, up at you, and you can't gut him out, instead of trying to gut him out and have him beat you, just log him, okay? And when I say log him, okay, if he's squeezing or he's shooting your inside, okay, or they slant him down and loop him around, that's fine. You know, we just want to log him and we'll adjust our running back, our quarterback who's going to keep the ball here. He's going to adjust his path. Okay, but ideally, most of the time, guys, you'll be able to kick this kid out fairly easily. Okay, our right tackle here is going to block down on this tackle. Okay, our right guard is going to double this D tackle with the right tackle. And you can have this right tackle. They could execute the double team and then have this right tackle kind of combo off onto a linebacker, okay, onto this backside backer. Okay, so you could have this right tackle double the D tackle here, okay, especially he usually slants to the motion side, so he's going to try to beat this guard through his B-gap shoulder here. So you could have the right tackle double team him and then combo off onto the middle linebacker, however you want to do it. And versus double A-gap defenders, okay, our center's rule is he is always blocking the backside A-gap defender, which means if he's seeing double A-gaps, okay, he is blocking the backside A-gap defender. And backside means the A-gap defender away from the play. Okay, so he's going to block this backside A-gap defender. We're going to get a double and then a combo off onto the backside linebacker here. This right guard's going to wrap and lead. I'll go over that in a second. Okay, he's going to block inside over free. Okay, he's going to block down. He has inside over free, so he's going to step play side and just try to cut off this defensive end, okay? So it's very important, too, that, you know, your tight end takes a nice power step down. You want to cut off this defensive end because if he's shooting really hard, he could be a nice impact to play as far as taking away the cutback. So this is a big block by the tight end. And if your left tackle has no one inside, no one over, okay, he's getting free technically. That's how it should be. You could have him help with this D end if he's really slanting down or squeezing the tackle down block. Okay, so that's the way you could take care of him there. So our backside guard, he's gonna pull. He's gonna wrap around. He is looking for this outside line. As soon as he pulls, okay, we have him skip pull, so he's square to the line of scrimmage. Okay, he's eyeing this linebacker here. Okay, so he's gonna pull, and we want him to block this will backer here. Okay, let's label this. I usually do anyone that pulls and lead blue. Anybody that kicks out, we'll keep it red here. All right, so QB. Okay, we want him to lateral step with the jet sweep player. Keep the ball, and we're going to come right underneath jet sweep. Now, it's very important. We don't want the QB to do any sort of ride fake here, okay? We just want him to step and kind of lean with his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage. Okay, step with the jet sweep player. I don't want him putting the ball out because you could risk fumbling. Okay, he's going to catch the ball, step with the jet motion player, and then really get inside this H's kick out. And again, we tell our H, if this kid's squeezing or they're playing some kind of scrape or gap exchange here with these two, say he's coming over the top, he's squeezing down, instead of kicking him out, okay, we're going to log him, and this kid is going to pull and he's going to turn. Okay, and he's going to wrap for him. So that's how you take care of any scrape exchanges. And there's very youth football teams that run that. We do that from a defensive standpoint, and absolutely kills teams, especially like double wing and single wing teams that love to run power. We'll scrape exchange, and then it'll mess up. It'll show pre-snap, who they're supposed to block, and then post-snap, those kids aren't where they're supposed to be, and it confuses the offensive blockers. But this is how you handle a scrape exchange, and it's very important too. As I said, when he pulls, he's eyeing this outside backer. Okay, if he's just trying to pull and turn up, okay, he may just run into here and he'll be free to make the play. Okay, so that's why he's got to pull, keep his eye on him, so he knows if he's coming or looping wide, they know it's probably some sort of scrape exchange, so he could follow his path. He could adjust his path accordingly, and then we just hit it outside. So it's really, there's pretty much two ways this play can go. Okay, like I said, most of the time, you'll get this kick out, and then you'll get a nice wrap, pull, and then he's going to lead through. Okay, so that's our Q power. Great play. That's probably the best complement to this. Okay, you run jet sweep, and then once the defense commits to stopping jet sweep, or you're watching this DN and this outside backer really widening out, really getting influenced to widen by this jet motion, then you come underneath it with Q power. Okay, so we showed you jet sweep attacks the edge. We showed you a play that attacks off tackle. So now we're going to show you a play that attacks away from the motion side. Okay, we got Q counter here. Jet motion. I'll try to speed this up here. I tend to really drag things out. Get pumped up and just keep talking. But jet motion stays the same. Okay. Timing when he's about over the tackle. He's going to carry out like he has jet sweep. If you're playing man coverage that's playing off, they are going. Okay, base rule is the stalk block. If they're getting pressed man, outside release and run off. Okay, and now our H on this. Okay, we're going to have him insert. Okay, he's going to insert for backer. Okay, because, if they are reading your H, we have him cheat up and in. If they are reading the H, they'll cheat over and they'll think, okay, hey, it may be Q power here, but it's really Q counter. So we'll have him cheat up and in 1 foot when it's not jet sweep, and then he's going to insert. Okay, we want to cut inside of this D end. If not, that's fine. If he's squeezing hard, we'll just make sure we go around him. But he's going to insert, and he's going to look to cut off this backside defender here. Okay, and again, if this kid squeezes, just go around him. Okay, we want to just work to cut that backside defender off. Now, we're going to block on the play side. Okay, our rules on Q counter are gap down backer. So let's start with our tight end. Okay, and honestly, two guys, you don't really need to block this kid, or probably this kid either. They're going to be influenced by jet sweep. Again, we need a great jet sweep fake. If there's a great jet sweep fake here, these kids are going to be influenced, and they're very much going to block themselves by taking themselves out of the play, running to the jet motion player. Okay, so good fake is critical. But gap down backer, okay, there's a person in his gap, so he's blocking down. Okay, we want to wash this kid down. Gap down backer, okay, there's no one in his gap, but there's another defensive lineman down. Okay, so no one in his gap, so he's blocking down. Okay, center, as I said, when you're facing double A-gap defenders, you are blocking your backside A-gap defender, okay, which is this kid. Okay, backside means away from the play. So the play is going to the left, so we're blocking the right defensive tackle here. Okay, a lot of defenses, they like to put the double A-gap defenders there because it kind of confuses the two guards and center, or it makes the offense use 3 guys to block 2. So you won't get that with us. You could put 2 guys in the A-gaps, and that's no issue for us. So that's a very simple rule. Okay, for your center, always block backside A-gap defender. Now, our right guard, he's going to pull. He's going to kick out the first defender outside of the tight end, okay? So this is, in this case, against the 4-4, it's probably either a walked-up outside linebacker or just the outside linebacker that's off the line of scrimmage. Okay, say it's a 6-2. This kid's up, and then they have another end here. Okay, then you're kicking out him. But in this case, it's a 4-4. I'm going to kick this kid out. So it is somewhat of a longer pull. Okay, you could pull and block this kid, kick out this kid, and then base him. Okay, it kind of looks a little bit like the wing T belly play. But we like to kick out the defender outside of the tight end. Okay, so pretty much it's really any defender either over the tight end or outside of him. Okay, because he's blocking gap down backer. Okay, so if there's defenders over him, then we're kicking him out. Okay, so first guy to really pass the tight end's inside shoulder. Okay, so he's going to pull. He's going to climb. Need a good E-step here. He's going to pull. He's going to climb. He's going to kick out this defensive end. Okay, and let's make him blue. And this kid is going to pull. Going to wrap around. He's going to lead. This is red. Okay, so he's going to step. He's going to pull right off the butt of the left tackle and then the tight end's butt, okay, or the down blocks here. We should get a nice down block here. And we want to cut right off these blocks, okay? You know, don't pull. If you pull too flat, okay, and this kid squeezes down, you won't be able to kick him out. Okay, so it's very important that this kid pulls, and then his aiming point is the inside shoulder of the guy he's kicking, inside hip of the defender he's kicking out, okay? So we're going to step, basically engage with his inside shoulder, and then we're going to kick this kid out, okay? Really want to gut this kid out here. This kid's going to pull. Coaches call it wrap, but he's going to pull, and he's going to lead through. Okay, and again, guys, he is eyeing the play side linebacker. Just like on Q Power when this kid was pulling, he was eyeing the play side backer. Okay, same thing here. He's going to pull. He's eyeing him. He's going to skip pull, so he's square to the line of scrimmage, get his eyes on him, and then he's going to come right inside of this kick out, and he's going to block this kid. Now, same thing applies, guys, okay? If this kid, say they run a gap exchange, okay, or a scrape exchange, whatever you want to call it. We call it different things, but we call it gap exchange is what we call it. Whether that's right or not, it's whatever. That's what we call it. But if they gap exchange, okay, say this kid is really squeezing hard on down blocks on their tight end, okay, or maybe they're in some sort of an underfront, okay, where they're putting this kid straight up on the tight end and just being physical with them. Okay, if he is squeezing this tight end's down block, okay, he's squeezing this down block, you know, we're not going to be able to kick him out. So we're going to log him. Okay, so if he's squeezing hard and this kid's replacing him, he's coming down, and he's coming down here, he's squeezing down here, and then he's replacing, basically scrape exchanging. Okay, log the kid and just hook him. Okay, so this guard, as I said, his eyes are on this middle linebacker. Okay, as soon as he pulls, his eyes on this play side backer. Oop, wrong guy. Sorry about that. Okay, he's on him. If he sees, oh, okay, this kid squeezes, our left guard has to log him instead. He's going to pull. God, I'm getting all messed up here. Sorry, guys. There you go. Okay, if this kid squeezes and we can't kick him out, we're just going to log him. So if he squeezes, we're going to turn our hips and seal him. Okay? And then he's going to pull and adjust his path, okay, and then block him. Now, what's great about this is that since it's a direct snap, okay, the quarterback has time to adjust his path. As he's getting downhill, he'll see, oh, crap, they're squeezing it, so our guard's going to log it. Let me just follow the right guard outside here. So it's really, you know, an easy, defense could do whatever they want. We could adjust our path, okay? Same thing here with the quarterback. Okay, he's going to take a lateral step with the motion. We don't want him putting the ball out and faking it. We want him to lateral step with the motion, and just as this guard passes him, that's when he pulls the ball. Okay, not pulls the ball. He steps. You don't want any kind of ride fake or any kind of mesh here. Okay, he's gonna step and keep the ball, and he's either gonna come inside of the kick out, okay, or he's gonna go outside of the kick out if we're logging, and then he's leading this outside. Okay, so those were jet power, Q power, and Q counter for you. I may do another video, a passing game out of this. Okay, but this is a nice little three play series out of 11 personnel. And again, if you don't have a mobile quarterback, you could easily just bring in another running back. Okay, and it'll kind of be, I guess, 21 personnel. So it's a great series, easy to install, works very well on the youth football level. Now, as always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll talk to you guys soon.